Hello everyone, my name is Boniface, and in this tutorial I'm going to take you through creating a personal scheduling assistant with LangFlow. So if you haven't installed a LangFlow instance on your local machine, please head over to langflow.org and go through the steps of installing a new LangFlow instance. So once installed, please launch your LangFlow instance, and you should be able to access this page if it's the first time. So click create flow, first flow. So when you click create first flow, you can be able to access different templates that you can start with. So there's a number of templates. You can also just browse on the different templates that are there. So for this scenario, I'm going to create from a blank flow. So we get a blank canvas. So we're going to add components onto the canvas. So what our agent is going to do is it's going to help users schedule events, check for events, as well as send invitations. So the first component that we're going to add onto our canvas is a chat input. So just type in chat input. So chat input. So then we're going to add the agent model or the LLM. So just type in agent and pull the agent onto the canvas. So we're going to configure a number of parameters for this agent. So the LLM provider or the model, we're going to use OpenAI. So there are other models that you can use, model providers. We have Anthropic, Google Gemini, Grok, as well as you can have your own custom model. So select OpenAI and the model name. So we're going to use a GPT-4 Mini. You can also select other models here, but for Omini for Omini is sufficient for this operation today. So we'll need to have the Open API key. Uh, so for the Open API key, head over to the OpenAI platform and copy the key. If you don't have the key, you can create a new key, give it a name, and create the secret key. Upon creating, make sure that you save that key because you will not be able to view it again once it's already created. So once you copy the key, come back to LangFlow and create it as a global variable. So for you to create as a global variable, click on this link here and click create add new variable. So you'll add it, you give it a name, open API key, then paste in the key that you copied from the OpenAI platform. So in this case, I will select the OpenAI key that already added. Uh, so we'll need to configure some agent instructions. So these are basically just some instructions in which the model should follow when executing the prompts. So for you to come up with a system prompts, you can use a Cloud AI or ChatGPT to basically just generate a system prompt. So basically just head over to ChatGPT or Cloud AI and generate a system prompt. For instance, say please generate for me a system prompt for a personal scheduling assistant. They should be able to do this ABCD ABCD. So ChatGPT or Cloud AI should be able to generate for your system prompt that you can now edit to fit your context. So in this context, I've generated some basic prompts. So basically, there's the introduction. You are Alexis, a highly efficient and personal AI assistant, and all that. So you define the personality, the communication style, the tone, the communication, the approach. So basically, how the agent should be able to communicate to the user. So we have instructed it to use the natural languages, so that can be able, so that the communication should be as natural as possible, not to seem like it's a bot that is communicating to the user. So the bot should be able to access the calendar, extract events, schedule events, check for conflicting events. Then it should be able to interpret natural language. So we've just defined here a natural the operation workflow. So it should be able to understand the details from the user input. If there is any missing information, be able to clarify and so forth. If there are any ambiguities, you should be able to suggest, before an event is scheduled, should be able to confirm. So we have set up some other rules just to check on the availability before scheduling. Do not set events that are in the past, so you should also send event notifications. So the critical guardrails maybe only perform calendar actions with explicit user confirmation. So the agent should be able to confirm before it can schedule an event. So it should be able to explicitly confirm with the user before it can set the event. So should also have some error handling and error handling cases. So if there is any incomplete information, it should be able to ask. So I'll just go ahead and copy this. I'll just copy this and put it into our agent instructions. So I'll come here and copy this into our agent instructions. So I'll just finish. The other component that I'm going to add is the Google Calendar, because the Jet agent is going to use the Google Calendar to be able to create events and schedule events. So for the Google Calendar, we are going to use Composio. So I'll just pull the Google Calendar widget onto the canvas. So by default, it has already selected the Composio key. So similarly, you head over to composio.dev and generate an API key. So you can generate the API key that you are going to use within the LangFlow. So you come here and add it as a global variable also, the same way we added for the OpenAI key. So make sure you toggle the tool mode. So once you toggle the tool mode, then you need to select the actions that are going to be accessible by the agent. So we need to event for create event. We need a tool for deleting, probably finding events, probably finding free slots, probably removing a attendee from event, update Google event, and so forth. So yep. So once that is done, just click close. So all the events that all the tools that are accessible will be highlighted here. The final tool that we are going component that we're going to add is the chat output. So what will be presented to the user, I'll drag it here. So now finally we're going to piece all these components together. So I'll put the chat input into the chat model, into the model. So the tools are connected to the tools, and the response output I presented to the user. So just to make sure that everything is running, I'll click run component on the agent. So and then I'll just click playground. Okay. So now I will start running the event. So it introduces the agent introduces itself. So I'll go ahead and start running some prompts. So please schedule for me Google Meet link with Mr. Nombi at 4 p.m. today. So I'll just press enter. So the agent, so it should be able to ask me, just to confirm, would you like to schedule a Google Meet with Mr. Mewtwo at 4 p.m. Before I proceed, because we did not provide clear information, so it is asking me for additional information. Remember, in the system prompt, we indicated that if there are missing information, you should be able to ask the user. So the duration, should be 30 minutes. His email is bmuganda2019 at email.com, then press enter. Yeah. So there seems in my calendar there are some uh, conflicting events. So it has suggested to me 4:30. So I'll say I'll move this meeting to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. to 5:30, from 5 p.m. So please set it to 5 p.m. instead. Okay, so the agent goes ahead and creates the Google Meet link, so we can view the event details here on the calendar. So when we check for today, oh, okay. So I think it set the event to October 2023. So I will ask it to schedule the event to today. Uh, Please check the event date to be today, July July 13th, 2025. Yes, please proceed. So so in this case, we'll need to go back to our Google Calendar and update the settings. But first of all, let us create this event first. So the event has been set. So I will ask, please send an updated invitation to Mr. Munyobi. So I'll check in my calendar. Yes, please. So it will execute the update calendar event. Meeting has been successfully created. So we have it has updated the event. So we can now check the event here. So when I check on my email, there's a new invitation that has just come in. So it indicates the time. Now, for the calendar, it is indicating the time is 8 p.m. Should be because when it was creating here, I think it created using the East African time. So again, we'll ask it, please update the event to 5 p.m. East African time. So so the scheduler is able to update the event. Yes, please proceed. So when we check in our terminal, so this is how the events are being executed. So let me proceed with creating a new event. So these are the system prompts as they are being executed. So now when we check the updated event in our calendar, yes, it has set the meeting to 5 p.m. So yep. So this is how you create a personal scheduling assistant with LangFlow. Thank you.